did Tony Basil say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Oh, pure straight is divine. All I'm missing is a 9. It's tricky. It's tricky. We're picky, oh so quickly you don't understand. We could get a Mangan exactly like we planned. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are, folks. Why does it feel extra vulnerable to turn to the piano and not play any piano and only do an acapella with some hand claps? You're listening to Riichi FM, Tony Basil with Hey Mickey. Folks, it's a beautiful day to be playing Mahjong. I have had quite the doozy of a day. We're going to get into it, but you know, results are results. They're calling him second place Steve, and they have every right to do so. We're going back into the Jade Room today, and as we load into the Jade Room, let me just say this. If you like the song or if you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out me and the channel such a great deal. It brings us to our featured comment of the day. Evil Meower writes, 37 seconds ago and I'm clicking to watch. Thanks for saving me at my boring office job, my favorite single-tile Yorker. Thank you so much for the kind words. I'm honored that I could be a part of your day, because let's face it, on YouTube, you could watch like someone, you know, do a jump off of from outer space into the earth if you wanted to, and you're choosing to spend it with me. And I really appreciate it, folks. And speaking of like support on the YouTube channel, we just hit 20,000 subscribers. Holy frick. Thank you so much. Again, YouTube, if you want my address, I think that you have it. I'm not saying that you need to send me a paper mache YouTube play button, but what I'm saying is at least a JPEG, at least a PNG of a YouTube play button would be nice. 20,000, that's kind of I don't know, that's amazing. I honestly never thought that the channel would get to this point. And yes, I will let the ego go to my head. I walked into a coffee shop this morning being like, do you know who I am? And I showed him my YouTube Studio app. You know what I mean? No. Thank you so much for all the support. It's been, honestly, the wildest thing about this is that it's been a very fun journey getting to this point. So, and for that, I can't thank you enough. Holy frick, by the way, this hand is yorked. Okay, I mean, I pawn into green dragon or white dragon, but imagine in your mind's eye if we draw into 4 or 7 of characters. It is the greatest welcome to the thumbnail moment you've ever seen in your entire adult life. No, I don't think so, right? And for that reason, Sharks, I'm out. I don't think so. Pure double sequence is fine, but what are we going to discard? Green dragon? Good one, buddy. Absolutely not. I think our hand is fine as it is. Oh my god, we would have immediately gotten it. Okay, well you can't be blamed for that, right? I'm gonna get rid of the 5 of bamboo first because it's a little dicey to get rid of later. I know we have the red 5, but you know, other people, it's a 5 for gosh sakes. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be a little spicier. This is the weirdest set of discards anyone's ever seen. Either I'm completely mind fricked and I've tilted off of the face of the planet, or everyone else at the table knows I maybe have something good in my hand. Folks, before we get too far into the game, I also want to give a quick shout out to all the patrons. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. The link is down below in the description. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, as well as the shout out like you're hearing right now, and a whole bunch of other goodies like our Riichi Mahjong strategy docs and our Riichi Mahjong song parody documents. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for supporting me on Patreon. They give me the biggest slice of the pie there. It is the best way to support me. So sincerely, thank you so much for allowing me to keep doing what I'm doing. Folks, we're playing Mahjong today. We've made it into the promised land, which is Tenpai. If I draw into a 5 of characters, I do have to switch it to a double pair York for either green dragon or 5 of characters. That, I can't help myself. You know what I mean? The difference between 3 Han and 4 Han, that's a huge jump. You know what I mean? It's the difference between what? I think 3,900 to 8,000, 3,900 to 4K. Lamau, imagine. But I think it's you know, it's okay. Hang on. Points calculation, non-dealer points chart. 3 Han. I mean, we're probably rocking somewhere here, right? It's like 5,200, but 4 Han. Holy frick, it's just 8,000 points. So we have to consider, you know, drawing into the 5 of characters. I think if Green Dragon comes out though, we are not allowed to press pawn. Don't get me wrong. I love how you're thinking. I love how greedy that is. I love how insidious that is. I love how diabolical that is. I just think that pawning the green dragon and ending up single tile York in it for the 5 of characters, albeit valuable, is not necessarily where we want to end up on this round. I would be so happy starting off the game with an actual dub. They said it couldn't be done, and based on my recent match performance, they were right. But maybe this is the game that changes everything. Folks, how are you doing out? Oh, wait, hang on. Yusong, how are you doing outside of the game today? Thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate it. Folks, it's been a doozy of a day. About 4 hours ago, I was supposed to collab with our good friends and colleagues, Kate Lovely Momo, Dumb Dog, and HC Justin. And that was supposed to happen. An hour before that collab, my internet suddenly wasn't working. I log into my, and I don't mind name dropping, Spectrum account. And I was like, oh, maybe I did, like maybe auto pay got screwed up. Maybe something weird happened. No, I've been paying my bills. I've been paying my bills. I don't know why the internet isn't working. At least it happened right like after I finished recording the last Riichi Mahjong video that you saw. Thank God it didn't crash in the middle of a game. That would have been devastating. I mean, it might even crash during, I mean, I shouldn't say this right now. God, please, the internet, I need you to hold on, okay? This is like, God, I hope you're listening to this right now. This is like Schrodinger's anecdote. Like, if you're not, if you're listening to this right now, it means that my internet stuck it through for the rest of the video, which, oh my God, please, 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 please. My internet wasn't working. Logged into Spectrum. There, I Googled, oh, is there an outage right now? There's no outage. Au contraire, mon frère. Okay, so, hang on. It's a good hand, but it's a little bit awkward. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to discard the Dora when it's all said and done. If I draw into 7 of characters, this is gonna be the best day of my life. Like, that's really, really good. But even if I draw into 7 of characters, isn't there a diabolical temptation? Like some apples in some gardens that I know. So there's a Garden of Eve. A Garden of... Wait, what's that? Wait, is it the Garden of Eden or the Garden of Eden? It's the Garden of Eden reference. Okay, here we go. Oh no, he's a 10, but he doesn't know anything. Look it up. It's apparently fine. No, it isn't. And then I'm refreshing. I log into my Spectrum account finally. 2-factor authentication. Blah 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 blah. Log into my Spectrum account. Oh, there's some problems in your area. I look up. I talk to the chatbot. When is it going to be finished? First, we need to confirm your identity. Can you provide the phone number associated with this account? I provide my phone number. I'm so sorry. We couldn't verify your identity. Ah! Okay. Time is ticking throughout all of this. Okay. And hang on. That's so effing good. But it's also like kind of mid. But it's also kind of good. Am I Haktua speculating on that thing? No, we don't do that anymore. I'm cutting the Dora and I'm hoping that it doesn't deal me in. Based. So good that it doesn't deal me in. Huge. I think that Right Lord might have 2 Dora. They cut 8 of characters, which is like not a tile that you usually want to throw. And there was a little bit of a pause when I cut my 9. So they either have a 7, 8, 9 completed or they have a pair of the Dora and they just can't open their hands. So Right Lord, if they call Riichi, I am folding like faster than you can smash the like and subscribe button. You know what I mean? Like, we're out of here if Right Lord is going to call Riichi. Okay, fine. Suddenly, and then after a while, the message appears, there's an outage in your area. We're working to investigate it. Oh, really? You're working to investigate it. Somehow I don't really believe in that, but I guess that's okay. Hang on. Gaming. This is a perfect Ishan 10. Pair, double-sided weight, Omega Chunk, which is a pair with a double-sided weight attached to it. No matter what, we can end on a double-sided weight. We might not be able to force Tanya. We might not be able to get all simples, but if we call Riichi, we can guarantee ourselves a double-sided banger. Little bit dangerous, right? It's still a relatively close tile to the Dora. We would have had a 7, 8, 9, but I don't like. I think that's okay. We give up the 1 Han of the Dora to find 1 Han in all simples, right? So okay, it's an outage. We will let you know when it's back. And I'm like, okay, that helps me 0% Spectrum. And so I literally go outside because I'm like, this is no, I can't con that. Go ahead and boo me, but like, no. Like, abso-effing-lutely not. I know last video I was conning like a mad lad or whatever, but like this video I cannot con. I give a crossword another chance at Dora, another chance at Aura Dora. We don't, in this house, oh no, in this house we're boned. What am I cutting? I guess 2 of circles is safe for left lord and a crossword cut a 5 so they're not waiting with a 3 and a 4 of circles when it's all said and done. I am completely out of safe tiles. God, I love Mahjong. Left lord, I could kiss you on the mouth. Oh my God. Yoster, I could kiss you on the mouth. Mwah! The 8 of bamboo is safe for a crossword and left lord cut. I cut this. No one's waiting with a 3-4. Left lord cut this, which meant that they're not waiting with a 6 and a 7. Unfortunate 6-7, but accurate. Of bamboo. And 8 of bamboo was safe for a crossword. Okay, left lord's gonna take it. They chased with a single tile York. I don't think that's correct. I genuinely, because that's not a very valuable hand either. And you were not Yorking it in the dealer seat. East to left lord Riichi, tisk tisk. We're gonna go back in there with Maka because I don't think that's right, and I think that's a great teaching opportunity. So we're gonna go back in there and see what's up. 4 pairs on our starting hand, 50k for a verse, no album out. Okay, maybe we walk the Zuzzy path of 7 pairs, but probably not. We want to accept the Dora, right? 4 a bamboo goes hard in this hand. I go outside. I walk 1.5 blocks and I see the Spectrum truck. The person whose yard that they're in is like interrogating them. I wanted to. They're like on a phone pole or whatever. They're on the big pole with the electrical wiring, right? I don't really want to pawn this. I know it's like the rest of our hand is pretty tight. If I draw into like a 4 or a 6 of characters, then I could see myself YOLO sending it. But as of right now, I don't know if I love that idea. It's just a little too. It's just a little too, what's the word? Bad? It's just a little too, we can't draw into a good tile either. They're on the pole. They're in someone's backyard. And clearly the person whose yard they're in isn't very happy about it. I just wanted to ask them, like, one question, which is, when is it going to be back? Is it going to be back before, this scheduled collab that I have with, I wasn't going to say this. Do you know Twitch? Do you know my good friend HC Justin? Do you know my good friend K Lovely Momo? Do you know my good friend Dumb Dog? You might know them from different spheres of influence and content creation that they all engage in. They're quite affable, by the way. They're the nicest people ever, and I don't want to disappoint them. When is the internet gonna be done? And I didn't want to be obnoxious about it because they're just doing their job. It's not their fault that the internet is down per se. You know what I mean? They're just doing their job. But like the person whose yard that they're in is like, so what's your first name? And then they spell it out. And what's your last name? And can you say that one more time? And they're like interrogating as if they have any control over the situation. And I just wanted to shake, I couldn't see them because they were over a fence, but I wanted to shake their shoulders and be like, hey buddy, I don't know how to tell you this. We're both screwed here, okay? We're at the mercy of a monopolistic system where we literally have no control in our ISP to begin with. Like, it's amazing that we have no control whatsoever. God, I love the taste of freedom in the morning. I used to have fiber, and then I moved to this apartment, and I no longer have that option anymore. And it's not because the technology isn't there. It's just because there's like different, like, they've carved out chunks of land. This one's yours, this one's mine. I'm going a little too sicko mode maybe, but I'm pissed, okay? Eventually, I was gonna say left lord. Eventually, yard lord stops their interrogation, and then they see me because I've been watching the whole time, and I was like, hey, do you know when it might be finished? And they said, oh, it's gonna be in and out for half a day. And I was like, no, it's not. I didn't say that, but I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. So it was coming in and out, and I was like feeling optimistic about the collab, but then literally right before it was supposed to start, because I was gonna YOLO send it. I was literally gonna YOLO send it and see if my internet could hold up. But literally right before we started, it went full out. It just went like totally kaput. And so what I wanted to say is I'm so sorry if you made time during your day to watch that collab. I'm genuinely so sorry. Hopefully it never the likelihood that it happens again is slim. But I love corporations, right? My DMs are open for sponsorships, but God, this whole internet thing in the US is just like, it's awful. There's no other word to describe it. It is just awful. No, 4 of characters passed. They're not waiting with the 2-3. I'm legally allowed to do this. They could have a double pair wait with the 1s and something else, but then it doesn't seem that strong. And they cut a red 5. They could still have like 2 to 3 Dora in their hand. I don't know if this is right, but I think this push is okay. Usually, because we're not doing a 1 chance meme dream, right? Where it's like, oh, there's only 1 chance they have the last copy of the 2 of characters. No, Right Lord cut a 4 of characters, meaning that a crossword is not waiting with a 2 and a 3 of characters. Otherwise, they'd be in permanent furt in jail. So huge. I mean, this hand went from average to incredible, right? Like all simples, red 5 Dora, and maybe another Dora on top if someone is willing to cut 4 of bamboozlers for me. Westwind is fine. Right, Lord? You're not going to cut the Dora for your last tile, but I hope you do. Okay. All right. Well, we were almost there. A crossword with a very similar weight to mine, just, on the opposite side. Barry Sari, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, even when I'm not streaming. And even when I scheduled the stream and I just straight up didn't show. I try to keep everyone, updated on the situation in the Discord, but I just wanted to say sorry. I know it's like kind of out of my hands, but still it sucks. And, appreciate your patience, because it always sucks when something like this happens. I honestly, it's like my worst nightmare that the internet goes down or my computer just decides, no, I'm done, you know, during like when we're supposed to be talking to someone else. That's genuinely my worst effing nightmare. Luckily, knock on IKEA synthetic wood, the internet thing has only happened once, and I'm like, oh, okay. What did I do in that time? I mean, I had to raw dog life a little bit. Hang on. I'm gonna cut 1 of circles followed by 1 of circles. This, because it's not even blatant greed and speculation on the Dora. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like we know the 5 blocks in our hand, and I'm okay with them. You know what I mean? I'm okay if the West Wind becomes our pair. If we draw into an 8 of characters, this is gonna be the greatest day of my life, quite frankly. I mean, it already has been the worst day of my life with the internet woes, but maybe it's great. Did I tell you, by the way, that I was trying to do like a phone hot? No. Tell me my internet is not like down. No. Tell me that Left is just thinking for 20 hours. No shot. No way. Checking the internet on my phone. No way. No way. I'm clicking the restart now button. We're absolutely cooked. Don't show my email. No. No. The truck is gone. I went outside again. The truck is gone. No. Spectrum, I'm gonna... in Minecraft. But in lava. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're gonna cut the video here. I probably got 4th place in that game then. Can I phone hot? No, because the phone hotspot doesn't even work. I was literally just about to tell you that. I was trying to do a phone hotspot, but Mahjong Soul does this when it's a phone hotspot. No way. No way, dude. No way. Folks, it is 40 minutes later. The game is over. I managed to play it out, but let me tell you how I played it out, okay? Because it's... oh my god, this day has been an entire cluster F. So earlier, before I canceled the collab, I was gonna try to like still make it using my phone as a hotspot, and that was already flying very close to the sun. I checked my phone and I was like, well, of my 5 gigabytes per month on my Mint Mobile plan, I got 1.4 gigabytes left of data. How much data could a Discord call / Mahjong Soul use? You know, I wasn't gonna try to stream to Twitch or YouTube with that. I was just gonna try to still do the collab. Folks, the phone doesn't work. I don't know how to tell you this. The phone literally doesn't work. It wouldn't even let me log into Mahjong Soul. Mahjong Soul was like, your internet connection is poor. And I'm like, stop it, please stop. And then I tried to call in via Discord. I tried to join the Discord, at least so I could apologize to my colleagues over voice. And Discord wouldn't even let me, like, for the phone hotspot, the Discord was like, nah, you don't got enough data left in your Mint Mobile plan. Not a sponsor, just genuinely the tragedy of today. So I didn't use it. And so, of course, this just happened, right? I was playing in this game, and then we got disconnected because my internet went down. And then I was like, okay, well, here we go. Phone hotspot. I know it won't work with my computer. Let me try with my iPad. I had to go into the settings, turn off low data mode, whatever that means, and then I could play it out via my iPad. Huge shout out to Yostar as a corporation. This is going to sound like bootlicking, but it's genuinely not. I booted up Mahjong Soul on my iPad. It's been a while since I've played on anything other than computer. It was like, do you want to download all resources? 800 megabytes. That's more than 50% of my remaining data. Or download essential resources, 40 megabytes. Oh my god. Downloaded 40 megabytes. Later, I loaded back into the game. We played it out. So how is the rest of this video gonna look? Because I'm not scrapping any of that. I'm keeping all of this, okay? It's authentic, it's raw, it's human. I'm gonna show you what happened very, very quickly, and then we're gonna jump into another game in the Jade Room, but not right now. Because if I jump into it right now, there's such a risk that we just get yoinked by the internet again that I will record this. It'll be 3 hours from now, and we're gonna load into another game, and we're gonna finish the video. This is gonna be an hour-long video, and that's fine. There's nothing we can do about it. So at this point, I disconnect, because this is an unthinkable discard, right? We were making our way downtown. We were so happy to discard another 1 of circles. We just start getting owned. We start drawing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We wouldn't have been in Tenpai yet, but like, Okay, whatever. What happens? Someone gets wronged by someone. I get wronged by left lord. So this, I'm downloading the data. I'm figuring out my hotspot. And so at some point, I don't know if I load back. Oh God, look at just all of this. Oh, look at this. Oh, and I load back in here because yes, I load back in here because, oh, thank God. 40 megabytes essential resources only. Mwah! Thank you so much, YoStar. Woo! Thank you so much. So we load back in here. At this point, we're not like trying to win. We're just kind of trying not to lose. So I'm flirting with the idea of winning, but I stop myself before it gets too late. I'm like, Yusong, you don't really have a chance in here. Just try to make it out unscathed, and that's it. And we can try again on the next round to actually do something with it. A crosshair calls Riichi. Tell me I'm folding. I'm folding with the south winds. Mwah, beautiful. Hey, Mat Kata Mimba, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. What a fricked up day. I really appreciate the support. Folding with the south winds, folding with the south winds, folding with the south winds. 6 of circles. We get out of there, folks. We get out of there. Now is an actual game. It's south 1. I'm playing. Should we just do like a effect display? So we're just gonna YOLO it. I mean, maybe this is enough for one video. No, we gotta do something in the latter half of this video. Anyway, I'm playing this is pretty normal Mahjong. Cutting the 1 of circles. I'm pawning on that thing. Green dragon gets discarded. Maybe this is genuinely just the rest of this video, because we can just do post commentary after the fact. It'll be a little short. We'll do a little 3-player cooldown, but I mean, we're gaming. So that 4 of circles discard, it doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? All I see is that the 6 of characters and the 4 of circles need to both be discarded. We're just picking one tile to throw, and I'm like, well, the circle suit is a little bit more dangerous. It's the suit of the door. Let's get rid of that one first. Okay, 6 of characters comes out. I can cut a 6 of characters myself. 3 of circles, at least I know, is safe, and it's far enough away from the door that I can keep it as a safe tile. The 7 of characters actually a little bit scarier than the 3 of circles, so I'm trying to yeet all of my dangerous tiles immediately, and finally we find capital S safety in the 9 of bamboozlers, okay? So we're really happy about that. Just trying to chi our way into Tenpai somehow. Mwah, west wind. Oh, it's perfect, folks. It's absolutely perfect. We're holding on to the west wind. We chi for Tenpai. It's water for elephants. Yes, this is a white dragon only, nothing hand, but we're happy to win it, right? We're happy to just stop someone else from winning the best hand that they've ever seen in their entire life. And I will say, we're getting pretty lucky. The tiles that we're drawing, at least they're not horrifically dangerous or anything. And this is me on my knees, by the way. I finished this game on my knees, had the iPad on the bed, had a phone next to the iPad. Oh, I just need this day to be over. I literally need this day to be over. South 2, we're gaming. Pretty normal, right? Could get a 1 through 9, could get a pure straight Andy here in the circle suit. Got 1 Dora on her, and it's looking okay, but it's not looking this hand isn't looking amazing. It's just, we're gonna need to get really, really lucky if this hand is to win. Another Dora, that's nice. And then now I'm like, frick, our hand is so valuable. How do I make this Tanya? And I'm just trying to draw, okay, that's good, right? Turning our 1-2 shape into a 2-4 shape. I'm like, we kind of got to keep this 1-2 of bamboo around, but I'm looking for any excuse to discard it. So this is okay. 3 of circles. This is fine. I don't think this is Tenpai, right? This is not Tenpai. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai. Still kind of waiting for the 3 of bamboo to come home. It's not very likely that we do it, but that's okay. And then we get a pretty spicy draw. This is Tenpai. It might not look like it, but it's a 2-3-4, a 3-4-5, a 6-7-8. And in order to get into Tenpai, we would have to discard the Dora. Let me see what, we'll see what Maka says about all this after the fact. Because if I click Maka now, it'll show the final scores. And I don't want to, this is as if we were still playing this game. And I didn't want to do it. I was like, we could still get into a better Tenpai. I don't want to discard the Dora and then suddenly be in a really fricked up position where it's Riichi nothing, or it's Riichi 1 Dora and I'm single tile Yorking it for the 3 of bamboo. None of that seems good. A crosshair calls Riichi. We were kind of flirting with danger a little bit, but now we kind of got to fold. And in this moment, on my knees next to my bed, I was thinking, good. If a crosshair is going to sumo, that's fine. Let them eat cake. Let them sumo Among Gun. Why? I'm barely behind left lord. If they sumo among on left lord goes down 4k, I go down 2k, and then suddenly we're only 600 points away from first place. That's a position that I would like to be in. So I am just Gigantamax folding for the rest of the round. Probably should have cut the 6 of bamboo there. I'm flirting with the idea of 7 pairs. It's the stupidest flirt of all time, but here we go. Me on the dating market. 7 of bamboo still seems relatively safe. We might be able to get there. And then a crossword is going to run. This is fine, by the way, right? Like, I respect left lord's discarding of the 9 of circles. 6 of circles passed. It shows that they're not waiting with a 7 and an 8, so we're Suji gaming. All right, now I'm in the dealer seat. I'm feeling great about myself, right? We got a pair of the prevalent wins. Green Dragon does nothing for us. We can accept the Dora. The Dora is a 7 of characters. That feels awesome. So this is a pretty solid hand. Some stinky shapes, right? This 8-9 shape in the circle suit is not doing anything for us. But here's what I have going for me. This was a nasty discard. This is a nasty discard. I actually love this discard. Why? We can still accept 4 of circles without it. And we can still accept 6 of circles without it. Like, I'm not that happy. Like, I know we can draw into an elongated shape. This might not have been that nasty. Maybe I'm supposed to cut the 7 in case we draw into a 4 of circles. But I kind of liked casting a wide net here. And anyway, at any rate, I don't think this is, like, unthinkable as a discard. Maybe I'm supposed to cut the 7 here. Oh, I want to see what Maka says. Okay, so we'll do south 3, 5 of circles. Because I'm talking a big game about this discard, but it's maybe not right. But in the moment, I was like, you know what, we're fine. I like the idea of keeping open acceptance for the 6 and the 8 of bamboo. Sure, now we're gaming, right? Gotta keep our shapes even when they're stinky, and when drawing into the 3 of characters is always nice. Still really hoping to just be able to pawn on that thing, just getting that prevalent wind locked down. Here's where I start getting just motivated by pure rage, because I'm like, this internet thing has been so stupid. So that's what's fueling me, to put you into the mind state of a Yusong in the middle of this game. And then, okay, that happened, and I was like, I hate that I'm not recording, because that is very funny. We cut the 8 because it is unequivocally the right tile to discard. We're never cutting this because we get to accept the door. We immediately draw into the 7. Fine. Had I cut the 9 first, I still wouldn't have been happy. I still would have cut the 8 and the 7, so... Chi here, look, because we have our prevalent wind completed. We get the Chi into the door, and right lord deals into us immediately. This is why pawning and Chiing to get into Tenpai specifically is such a powerful tool. Like, YOLO sending it on speculative pawns and Chis, that's very mid. Not saying that I've never done it, and not saying that I won't do it, but it's not very good. This, I think, was a little bit hasty. I think I should have cut, like... maybe like the 9 of bamboo there, because we could have had a pretty dank like 1, 2, 3 and a pair of the 4s. This is a very weird hand, right? It's giving Tanyao, and then suddenly I'm like, wow, I wish I had Chi'd one of those 2 copies of the 3 of circles, but I don't hate the position. But as I was like locked in, I was like, Yusong, you're playing great, because you're noticing at least what tiles have been discarded, what shapes are the worst for you. So I don't love this 2-4 shape. We're going to endeavor to get rid of it whenever possible. But this is kind of nice, right? We can accept the 2 remaining copies of the 3 of circles, the 2 remaining copies of the 4 of circles, and we're kind of big pogged right now. It's obviously going to be all simples. Maybe if we draw into a 3 of bamboo, we're really, really happy about that. 2 of bamboo is fine. We can force... accept the Dora, which is the 3 of bamboo. I'm gonna Chi here to get into Tenpai. Again, it's a tale as old as time. I don't think anyone's gonna discard the Dora at this point, but I love being in Tenpai. Being in Tenpai is awesome. If someone calls Riichi here, I'm still thinking about folding, right? All we have is all simples, 1 Dora guaranteed. It's a 2-hon banger. It's still strong, and that was a nasty draw. I was so happy when I drew that red 5. Hurts us 0, and we could and we're just, it upgrades the value of our hand. At this point, I'm also thinking to myself, I would pawn for 4 of circles, right? Pawning for 4 of circles changes our single tile weight into a double tile weight. We get to win off of the 4 of bamboo or the 5 of bamboo. Sure, we don't necessarily get to accept the Dora anymore, but there's still some freaky stuff that we could do. So I would have pawned the 4 of circles there. We remain in the dealer seat in South 3. And at this point, I'm starting to get pissed. I'm starting to be like, why am I crushing it? Of course this would happen. Like when I start to do well in Riichi Mahjong, of course it's not gonna, of course it's the one game where my internet goes down. Of course, Yostar. God, oh, thank you so much. This was a little bit of a loose Chi right there, because I'm already thinking like, the rest of my shapes are not very good. Like, I need to pawn 6 of bamboo or 2 of characters. This chi might have been bad. This chi might genuinely have been bad. South 3 chi decision, repeat 3. I don't know about this one, but it's a very, like, the game plan is obvious, right? Ludwig voice, boys, the plan is simple. It's going all simples, and we're very happy to do it. So, not drawing any good tiles, keeping the south one for a rainy day or in case anyone calls Riichi or something spicy. We're just trying to get into Tenpai by any means necessary, but the tiles are not necessarily flowing. That's okay. We've had incredible luck for the past few rounds or whatever, so we can stomach a little bit of bad draws for the time being. We'd love. Here we go. We pawn. We get into Tenpai. It's the easiest Tenpai of all time. We're double-sided Yorkin it for a 3 or a 6 of characters. It was a little loose, but we got ourselves into Tenpai. The good news about this hand is that, like, even though we played it loose, the rest of our hand was really strong, right? It's not like we were single-tile Yorkin it ever. We had, like, either good pairs, good double-sided weights, better ingredients, Papa John's. We had good, like, a fast path into Tenpai, you know? So it wasn't necessarily MF doomed. South 4. I'm trying to win with a 1-han nothing, but, like, it's a little dicey. I could have cheated that 3 of circles. I let it go because I was like, well, we don't even have a Yaku confirmed. Now I'm wishing I had cheated, but it doesn't really matter. I think that not cheating there is fine. We'll write it down to look at it with the engine. Starting to draw some good stuff. Starting to draw some really good stuff. South 4, no chi, 3 of circles. This was incredible. We get to chi into the 3 of circles. We have to, right? Because it's awesome and there's only like a few copies left. And then I cut the red 5. And then this was also a great teaching moment. Because I believe it was Max, our coach, aka Light Pink Yoshi, goated Mahjong player, who told us when someone cuts a red 5, it means that they either have a 2-3, or it's likely that they have a 2-3 or a 7-8 in their hand, because they're sacrificing the value for efficiency. That is exactly what we're doing right now. We sacrifice the red 5 for all of its awesome, you know, value for efficiency. And it's especially good in this moment because it's good positional play. We're in South 4. We don't need to have a barn burner of a hand. We literally, a 1-han Andy, and we have 2-han. We have a 1-han hand Andy. Handy, ew, allows us to end the game in first place, right, Lord? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we had to do it to you. Now we get to look back at this with Maka. I crushed it, but there's a first place Fred kind of a moment. This is disgusting. Maka spit on me. It's not gonna give a high grade because I was absent for 2 days of class, and it's gonna take that into consideration. Still got an A. You should be. I disconnected for a while. That is obscene. Hang on. 5 of circles. They loved it. It was straight heat. Okay. And then immediately this chi decision. This weirdo. We did not call chi. It's debatable, right? Kind of banking on getting the green dragon. But at this point, I was like, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, 4 shapes isn't terrible to start pawning and chiing on that thing. But skipping is still the majority vote, right? Do they like the pawn here? They're okay with me kind of folding as well. This hand is just not good enough to kind of YOLO send it. And they're still okay with me. They're still okay with me playing this slow and steady, right? Just keeping a lot of safe tiles in case we need to fold. South 3. Chi, repeat 3. Chi decision. This, yeah, we played a little loose here. Let's turn off effect display now because we are no longer spectating. Did they like this? They hated it. They absolutely hated it. Just because we're 1 tile away from Tenpai right now, and we can still get, just huck 2 of us. We can still get there if we try. We can make it into Tenpai if we try, right? All we needed, like, this hand is just good enough to knock out Chi here. Oh, but I don't, like, can someone smarter than me please explain this? Like, can you, because I don't even know how to write this in the LibreOffice document. Don't chi? But like this hand, this looks like a perfectly fine chi. Do they want me to pawn? Oh, that would have been weird. Okay. They don't want me to pawn either. I was thinking about it, but it's not great. Because at this point, you know, 7-9. But now that we have the 5, I'm like, we gotta go. Like, our hand is 2 away from Tenpai, but now we're just straight up 1 tile away from Tenpai, right? That feels incredible. And then we the pawn there is unequivocally correct because we gotta get into Tenpai. Yeah. So that's a little bit. Can someone please smarter than me please let me know why? South 3, and thank you for all the smart lords telling me in the audience, genuinely. South 3, 5 of circles. That's not this round. We had a million south threes. 5 of circles. Monster. Monster. Monster play. Monster play. I don't know. Something about this just felt good. I can't... Yusong, this is going in the Libra Office document. Like, I don't really know what to say, except Yusong, you did great. Like, you can still accept the 4 of circles. You can still accept the 6 of circles. You're not losing that much. And for all of our belly aching in here, for all of our, for all of our things that we've written in the throes of tragedy, Yusong, you did great here. You did great, kid. Cutting the 5 pin here was awesome. You could still accept the 4 pin as well as the 6 pin, and don't lose that much as a result. Sometimes you gotta compliment yourself. Sometimes you gotta, if you're having the worst day of your life because of internet issues, exaggeration, but also very annoying. Sometimes you gotta write the good stuff as well. So East 2. In the before times, there was a chasing Riichi that was called, and we wanted to tisk. By the way, con there, wow, it's actually like not bad. 31 to 32. Are you nuts? You wanted me to push this? Are you nuts? I cut this because I think it's right. I guess we have a perfect Ishan 10, which isn't bad, right? Pair, double-sided weight, Omega chunk. We were talking about this in media res as well. But I don't like the con. I just don't believe in this hand. And then this chasing Riichi, I just don't think is correct. Cutting the Dora? Whoa. Oh, because you see 3 of the 8. You see all of the 8s. All of my 8s gone. I can't believe you chase here. I can't believe Maka likes the chase as well. I guess Maka really loves being in the dealer's seat. And for a bamboo, if you're pinched, you might throw that as a safe tile. Okay, it's a freaky game, folks. It's absolutely a freaky game. Let's play a 3-player game and then take a shower and then wash ourselves of this fricked up day. Ranked silver room, 3-player East. Folks, thanks for bearing with me. It's a fricked up time to be trying to access the internet. And the internet might still go down in this game. I'm hoping that it doesn't. I'm going to finish it again on my iPad and then talk you through it afterwards? Left Lord, my character, but they got the new skin. Respect. Huge respect. I might be able to call Riichi here. Just kidding. We're 2 tiles away from Tenpai, not 1 tile away from Tenpai. All right, folks. Also, I don't know if you've noticed. Oh, that's fine. It's not like my hand was good. But your hand was kind of cracked in terms of the 13 Orphans meme dream. Okay, Left Lord just raw dog slams the con immediately. Oh, I could have kept all of my North Winds here, but it's 3 free Han. Tell me that doesn't rustle your jimmies a little bit. It's 3 free Han, folks. You gotta accept that value. I don't think they count as 3 Han if they're actually in your hand. I think you gotta bust it out Northwind style. You know what I mean? Oh my god. Sorry. Evidently he's frazzled. Put that on my epitaph, dude. Evidently he's frazzled. Let me call Riichi. Riichi here is so grody, by the way. Like Riichi, red 5, Dora, 3 Northwinds. That's already a Hanemon. And then what? And then we get 2 chances at Aura Dora as well. That goes obscenely hard. Unfortunately, a lot of the 9s are getting discarded. Yusong, why can't you chi? You can't chi in 3-player. There's no crying in baseball, and there's no chiing in 3-player. I know. I wish it was different, but alas, it's not. Should have maybe kept the 3 of circles there, right? Could draw into a 3-4 shape or something extremely dank, and then end with a double-sided banger as well as getting Pinfu or something along those lines. Shout out to... Okay, please let me... Oh my god. Well... Draw me back into the... No, we're screwed. Both of our pairs are dead. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Sick literature reference you sung? No problem. Yeah, he's just having a little bit of a... He's just having a little bit of a frazzled day. And if he can't get into Tenbai with this hand, that's okay. Like, we kind of... I mean, we were trying. You know what I mean? It's just now our pairs and our draws just aren't very good. That's okay. It's absolutely okay. I liked playing on my iPad. Not because I'm like a tablet kid or whatever, but just like I got all 4 of the Northwinds and I'm still not going to get into Tenpai. That is so gross. 7 of circles. I YOLO slam the Riichi regardless. There's none 9s left beef left in this game. I have to fold here. This is so sad. But I genuinely, there's no way. There's 4 copies of the 9 are gone, 2 copies of the 6. We're out of here. And for that reason, Sharks, I'm out. And I'm really sad about it, but I am out. If we can get into Tenpai for exhaustive draw, sure. But I don't. That's not Tenpai. That ain't Falco. Unfortunately, that is not Falco. Some of us might, you know, squint and see that as Falco, but it is in fact not Falco. Right Lord, the only player that got into Tenpai. Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. I changed the ISO on my camera. This is going to make some photographers, like, pull their hair out. I don't know if you can notice. Like, the ISO is slightly different. But you're allowed to lie about it. Because, well, now I can't stop you from lying. If you want to be like, Yusong, that was the first thing I noticed. So in between, like, finishing that game and recording this second half of the video, my mind kind of snapped in half. This is 7 pairs. This is a diabolical 7 pairs. I wish I kept my one of characters there, but at that point, were we sure that this was 7 pairs? I'm not sure. This is Riichi 7 pairs, 2 Dora as the dealer. We can draw into 3 copies of the Northwind. Oh, it's feeling great, folks. The potential just goes wild. This is how you know he's lost so deeply in the sauce. Oh yeah, we'll just rip a few more Northwinds. Well, that's basically guaranteed, right? Red Dragon comes out. Would love to call Riichi right now, waiting on the Red Dragon. I gotta call Riichi on the Dora. I'm sorry. I understand that, you know, if we call Riichi on the Red Dragon there, or wait on the Red Dragon, it's basically guaranteed to come out. Same thing with the Westwind, but I gotta go where the heat is, and unfortunately the heat is the getting a Mongon here, right? Riichi 7 pairs, 2 Dora. 12,000 points in the dealer seat. Someone else might give me the alley-oop, like where the Globetrotters, right? Someone might give me the alley-oop and call a little bit of a con here. That's absolutely okay. It's absolutely okay. Wouldn't stop anyone from doing that. Or I think things are just faster and looser in silver. Anyway, I was before my camera, no joke, was on 2000 ISO, and I like saw it as I was like going like around my setup near my bed so I can plug my phone and my iPad in so I could finish the game of Riichi Mahjong I was playing on the floor like an animal. Just Yusong things. And I was like, that's probably not good, right? That's probably not good. I looked it up. What should your ISO be? And they're like, the higher your ISO is, the lower your image quality. And I was like, I was like, the people were like, your ISO should be 100 or 200. But then you got to have like the lights blasting on you. Oh, great. A Baimon. Awesome. Awesome sauce. A Baimon. I mean, I can't lie. I'm secretly happy about this because it means that I might have better luck in the Jade Room lobbies. Obviously, that's not how luck works or how anything works, but you gotta let me dream. You know what I mean? You gotta let me just be a beautiful fool. Whoa. 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 Hold your... If this is a I can't believe you waited through the entire video for this. I can get it. I can genuinely get it. And I don't mean on a dating app. He can get it. That's so lame. Don't put this in the TikTok once I make this a YouTube short. Editor, do not put this in the TikTok. This is so sad. This all of this is so sad. Yostar is genuinely like, they have to control the tiles that I get, right? Because this isn't possible. This genuinely isn't possible that this is happening. On the video where I disconnect. Oh. Yakuman chance! I mean, the Yakuman chance. It is, and I'm not gonna run off with the 5 of circles. I'm going for it. I'm like whole hog. You know what I mean? Left Lord cuts the Dora, right Lord pawns the Dora. Well, they have no reason to... I'm in temporary fire attempt, but I think that's okay. We're going for what we're going for. We can still pawn the green dragon, even in temporary fire attempt. Then we'll figure out how to Ron later. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please. Have this be the stupidest video of all time. They have to be choosing my tiles. They have to be hand-picking my tiles in order for it to be the funniest, most tragic series of events imaginable, right? Here we go. Tenpai waiting room. Red dragon. Not the dragon that I'm waiting for. That's okay. 8 tiles left. We got a few more draws. Am I even? I have to put that in the thumbnail too. Oh my god. The feet. It's okay. I know, like, as far as days go, this wasn't that bad, but it was so frustrating. And I was so just, like, stressed at several points. It's just dumb. Like, it's modern internet woes. It's not, none of it's real. But I was scared that, you know, because you don't want to just sign up, commit to something and then not be there. That's the terrible part. That's the part that really gets me sad. But I was using, like, all my therapy skills. I was, like, trying to talk back against the voice that was like, everyone hates you now. And I'm like, no, this is not your, like, it's genuinely out of your control. You apologized, and they've been streaming for longer than you. I'm sure this has happened to them. Or if it hasn't, I'm sure they could understand, you know? All right, folks, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like this song, or if you like this genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Against all odds, even, some might say. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, whenever the internet allows, at 3 p.m. Pacific. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VOD channel, in case you can't ever make it live. As well as our Patreon. Patreon is linked down below. It's the best way to support me. Thank you for all your support on the Patreon. It means the world to me. Until next time, please take care of yourself, and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.